Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Author Interview with Anshuman, and we have Sharmin Sheikh, author of Harsh Reality of Street Life. Hi Sharmin.
Hi Anshu. I'm super happy. I wasn't believing that I would definitely publish a book within a 5 day span, definitely. So I am on top of the world as of now. And it's really good when you actually put your thoughts to someone and they are really willing to look forward for the book also. So I have got responses where people are waiting for me to share the book and the link and to get the copies.
Wow. So you mean to say you already have a fan following?
Kind of.
Awesome. And I think you're going to make a book free for this Women's Day, right?
Yes, definitely. I would like to share that for this week and on the occasion of Women's Day, I am putting up my book for free. So all the people who are looking out for a free copy, then definitely they can grab that.
Awesome. So guys, just don't lose the opportunity. But Sharmin, can you tell me
Mm.
something about yourself? Like the book you've written is on a social cause, like
Right.
Harsh Street Life.
Mhm.
What do you do?
Yes, by profession, basically, I am a risk professional. So I am basically into a profile wherein investigations are done, the fraud profiles are looked into. So I work for a corporate where I look into the risk profile. And the book is not related somewhere to my profile, it's completely out of the way. So my intention to write this book was a social cause, basically the street life, the street people out there who are actually not considered as a part of the society, what I believe is, and the observations. So I wanted to put those thoughts, those challenges faced by them in a book wherein people can understand how they live, how their life is, how they face the challenges. Like we, everyday kid, like we have this problem, we have this problem, but definitely we need to think from their perspective as well. Somewhere down the line, we should consider them as a part of the society. So that's what I thought of writing this book.
Awesome, awesome. But may I know, like, what drives you? Like, what are the motivation behind this book? Because, as you say, it's not something about your field of expertise, right?
Right.
So, and are you also bit in an NGO or something? You run an NGO or something?
No, I don't run any NGO, but definitely I take constantly part in certain activities or initiatives, whatever I can do. So basically, I have seen people in my personal life wherein they are deprived of certain things, so they are not able to get those things. So from that perspective, I got these motivations. Like if these people who are actually earning on a daily basis and they have certain things, but what about the people on living on the street? They are struggling for their daily breads as well. So how they do manage, how do they face challenges, and what challenges they face every day. So that is what is about in the book.
Yeah. So basically, when we in our cars and we see people begging in the streets, we don't really appreciate that. I've seen people who just कांच ऊपर कर लेते हैं, right? Rather than acknowledging to their request or whatever. I'm not saying that you should, pay these guys who are the beggars and everything, but at least they're human being and respect them for who they are, like human beings. So, कांच ऊपर करने से अच्छा है you can just say them कि sorry, I can't give you, right? That's even I believe. But I believe we are not written only about the beggars. We are written about people who work like daily wages and all, right? So, what are the challenges you have discussed in this book?
See, basically, when I'm talking about the street people, definitely they are the daily bread earners. It is not like as we get a salary every month. So definitely that's not the case for these people. So when it comes to a daily earning, every day they have to struggle hard. So it's not like one day they are not struggling, so it's okay for them to have a bread on the plate. So every day they have a different challenge. They face mental challenges as well. As you and me get depressed, definitely they are more facing the challenges. So definitely that is also considered. So when you talk about the challenges between you and the street life, it's completely different. So we need to understand, like just कांच ऊपर कर देंगे तो उनका कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. Definitely they get so depressed, like यार मैंने ये जन्म इस लाइफ में क्यों लिया है, ऐसे क्यों लिया है. So that thought, if we also think, that comes to them as well. They are also human beings. Like first thing I would say is related to the equality in the society. They are not treated equal, the very major part of the society which is there. The second thing I would say, the fight for the basic needs. Like as you said कि कार चुप कर देते हैं, basic needs में भी हम उनको consider नहीं करते, उनके पास तो basic needs भी नहीं है. So when it comes to education, when it comes to employment, these people are not treated equally there as well. They are not given the work. If someone is willing to get out of that community and work hard to grow up as a better person, as a better society, they are not allowed to, or they are just not. I would say they are just restricted. We have created such barriers. So basically, the challenges they face is this major challenges, I would say. And apart from this, the women in that community, they are actually not treated as human being or a woman, I would say. So there is a part as well on women, which I would like to say that they are facing mental challenges, physical abuses. So all those are there definitely. So in that community, women, I don't think so that women is treated as a woman.
Right. तो एक चीज बोलूँगा, there is nothing called privacy when it comes to the street life. So yeah, I've seen things like that. So
बस भी लोगे तो आपका बाजू वाले को हर एक आपकी ब्रीदिंग समझ में आती है. इट्स दैट वे हाउ इट वर्क्स.
but why do you think, like, why do you think people have to live such life? I mean, if you see, we are in Mumbai, and we know the places where the footpath is full of these people, right? And they are not from Mumbai; they are from all over the India.
Right.
Why do they come to a city like Mumbai when they know that they don't have accommodation and they don't have jobs, right? They just come expecting that they'll get a job, but then when once they reach Mumbai, they get to know the harsh reality of this life. So, what drives them to come to a city like Mumbai or Delhi, for example, whatever the
uh,
metros?
Anjuman, if you were talking about Mumbai specifically, then it is a city of dreams, as you and me are pretty aware. Every day there are thousands of people coming to Mumbai with some dreams, some aspirations to just get it done. So similarly, these people are also from those people only. They are not from an alien planet or something. So definitely, they also have come with some hopes, with some dreams, some aspirations. So it's not working for everyone. There are few who get everything at a very short span of time, but there are people who are still struggling. But certain people are there who have come and they have just lost everything, so they have to live it on the street. They don't have choice to it. If you and me are coming to Mumbai today and you don't have anyone in the Mumbai, then how would you survive? You are not having any job. You are not having your food. You are not having money to spend. How would you actually stay alive? You have to do something. You have to beg. At the end, you don't have any choice for it. You have to ask something to someone. If you're not getting, then definitely you have to get a way out of it. That's the way. It's not a choice for anyone to live on the streets. Definitely no one would like that. That
But most of people you see on the street, not all of them come to Mumbai to be an actor or work in the movie industry, right? They come for like be a just to get their bread and butter. Even they don't know what they want to do by Mumbai, right? So my question is like my actual question is like, why do they need to come to Mumbai? So is there something that we should blame on the government? Like government should come with this plan, this scheme, and all, so that people from our villages they don't need to come to metros to get their bread and butter, or
Mhm.
uh, should we, as citizens of this country, as a responsible human being, we should do something, or we could do something, or just like we can just sit and blame the government?
No, I am not a person who would just blame the government completely. Because, see, you and me are the citizen of this country. So, definitely, it's not only the government who should take the initiatives. Definitely, we as a citizen also have certain responsibilities towards the society. So, government should take care of certain things in the villages where people don't have opportunities. But yes, in today's era, if you see, after being so much digitally advanced, there are many things coming up for the villages itself, as you have seen the corona phase as well. So many people have gone back to their places again from where they had come. So now they are being offered opportunities where they don't need to move out from their original place and the origin of where they are exactly. So now government is taking care of those things, but to a certain extent, as a citizen, as an individual, you need to also think like what we can do for them and what we can do for the society to make the improvements. Like as a professional, I cannot get into that stuff, but as an individual, definitely I can think of educating someone by whatever means I can teach some skill sets to someone. So that's what we can do on an individual basis. It's not only the government who should take care of everything and each and every stuff.
Yeah, agree. So you answer it almost also, but if I ask you specifically, what all thing you want people like you and me we should do to help these people? What would be your answer? I mean, say
Firstly, most
five
importantly.
things that we all of us.
Mhm. Okay. So first, importantly, I would say that the person should be educated. Until and unless a person is educated, there is no much scope for that person to get into the society for a better perspective of a better life. So first thing is educating. Then second thing, I would say if the person is not good for an education, like the basic education is fine, that's there, but then a person is having certain skills, so we can just sharpen those skills to get the daily bread. So that is what I believe. Third thing, I would say, like we should actually treat people equally. So what is the major part is lacking in the society. So when it comes to treating equally, it means at every means. When you are meeting someone, so greet them that good that they should feel good, and it's not like we are left deprived. So that is what they. And the fourth thing I would say, give them opportunities. It's not like the only the educated people should get the opportunities. It is certain people have certain skills which no one, the MBA, the high premier institute would also not tell you. There are certain people who are inborn talented. So it's not like only the MBA institutes will give you that certification that you are talented. So that's what I believe. The skill sets and the mind, the way they work, the talent, the inherent talent is actually important. So, and the fifth thing, I would say, the treatment of the women in their society, the street life, I would say, particularly, because the women are not treated as women. It's just a machine making, I would say. I am sorry to use that word, being a woman, but sometimes I feel that it's just a machine making stuff. They are not given any treatment like a woman. So that's what I feel.
Very well said. I completely agree. And you say it rightly, like women are treated like women, especially in street. So we know in our
Mhm.
country, there are a lot of women who are not treated as human beings. Okay, especially in the rural area. Then now, when you're talking about street, I completely understand what you're saying. So, do you have any message for them, like how can they help themselves?
See, in today's era, yes, definitely they are accessing internet. So if a woman is willing to do something, there are many people to stop her. It's not like if she is willing, she can just start away. There are many things, the responsibilities, the society, log kya kahenge specifically. So there are things, but being in the digital era, there are many opportunities, many platforms from where they can learn, they can start. So it's all about the willingness of a woman to do something. It's not like I am telling to do this, so you should do this. It's not all about that. Yes, definitely. I can tell someone that this would be good or bad for you, or this way you should go, or these are the things you should take into consideration. But ultimately, if a woman is not willing to do anything, you cannot do anything. The society cannot change. For women in the rural area, in the urban city, who are not doing anything, मेरा सिर्फ इतना मैसेज है लाइक वट एवर यू विश टू डू आपने जो भी सोचा है लाइफ में लाइक या सोचा था दैट यू वांट टू डू दिस या आपको ये करना था एंड यू आर नॉट डूइंग इट आपको करना चाहिए वो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट यू हैव एंडेड अप समथिंग योर ड्रीम्स आर स्टिल अलाइव यू थिंक अबाउट इट तो आपको वो सोचना है जो वो एक्शन में भी लाना है इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट थिंकिंग एवरी टाइम यू थिंक एंड यू जस्ट थिंक आपसे सोचते ही रह जाओगे जिंदगी भर से यू वोंट टेक द एक्शन सो व्हेन यू आर थिंकिंग टू अचीव समथिंग जब भी आपको कुछ करना है या आप सोच रहे हो कि मुझे यहाँ जाना है तो आप उसके ऊपर एक्शंस भी लेना स्टार्ट करो थोड़ा थोड़ा स्टेप्स लो इट्स नॉट कि एक दिन में वो सब कुछ हो जाएगा एक एक स्टेप लोगे आप तभी कहीं जाके पहुंचोगे वरना तो जहाँ खड़े हो वहीं खड़े हो रोड तो बहुत बड़ी है इट्स दैट वे एंड स्ट्रीट वुमेन के लिए स्पेसिफिकली आई वुड से कि आप जब भी आप फर्स्टली आप किसी को ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो वहां पे इट्स नॉट लाइक एवरी अदर पर्सन इज योर फ्रेंड तो वहां पे आपको ट्रस्ट करना बहुत आपके लिए नैरो हो जाता है सो ट्रस्ट योर सेल्फ दैट यू कैन डू दिस आप ये कर सकते हो आपके पास ये टैलेंट है या आपको ये पता है ये ऐसा होता है आप उस पर काम करो यू शुड स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन इट जब तक आप उस पर काम नहीं करोगे आपके लिए कोई कोई दुनिया का कोई भी बंदा आके कुछ नहीं करेगा आपको खुद के लिए खुद ही काम करना पड़ेगा जब आप उस लाइफ में हो आपको वहां पे कोई सपोर्ट डायरेक्टली नहीं आएगा तो आपको अपनी राह खुद बनानी है वहां पे
Thank you. Now trust से मुझे और एक चीज़ आ रहा so especially in cities like Mumbai, okay, when we had a house help, we ask for their Aadhaar card, their address proof, right? And we go for the police verification, and then we hire them. Then we allow them to enter our home. And that's for the security and all. Now, okay, for example, after watching your video, I get inspired and I want to hire these women as house help, or maybe in my office or in one of the anywhere for that matter. Okay, but
Mhm.
I need to go to the police verification. I need to go ask for the Aadhaar card and things like that. And most of them, they don't have it,
Exactly.
right? How can I help them? What do you think?
Yes, definitely we have a criteria to keep these the people for help with the verification process checked and done. But why are we doing this? ये पॉलिसी तब बनी है ना जब कुछ हुआ है जब तक कुछ होता नहीं है तब तक हम पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं करते so
Right.
here my message to the street women is like when you are being hired तो आप जब वहां पे काम कर रहे हो ना तो आप वहां पे डेडिकेटेडली काम करो people should not question your work or your intentions वहां पे नीयत अगर खराब हो गई आपकी तो इसी वजह से तो ये पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट हो गई
Right. But I policy implement हो चुकी है, right? And
हम्म,
now someone like me watching this video
हम्म,
who want a house help, want to hire help these people. Okay. Let's say, for example, I have some opportunity in my office, in my home for them, right?
हम्म,
And I really want to hire them, but I can't because of this reason.
हम्म.
What's your suggestion would be for me?
For now, as of now, I would say like there are certain NGOs which help such things. So वो अगर आप किसी intention आपकी एकदम सही है कि इस person को मुझे help करनी है, but how should I help? There are certain NGOs who look after these things. They help such people to get into the work, get into the job roles. So with the help of these people, we can definitely do. It's not like everything is impossible in this one. Everything is possible.
Yeah, I completely agree. Everything is possible. नियत सही होनी चाहिए और जिद होनी चाहिए. Then everything is possible. So, do you know any such NGOs? So, if you can provide me the names and with the links, I can post in the description so people who are watching it and if they want to help these people, they can. They don't need to search in Google. You can just click on this link below and go to reach contact those NGOs who can in your area maybe who can help these people. So
Sure. I'll definitely help you with the links and the details. Definitely.
awesome. Okay, now इससे ज़्यादा बात करेंगे तो आपकी बुक पढ़ने मज़ा नहीं आएगा लोगों को. So guys, I'm also putting the link in the description of, I mean, the book link in the description. So tomorrow is when I'm free. From Sunday till Thursday is when I'm free. So make sure you read it and let me know what you think of this book. And before that, before we wind up, Shami, I would
Yeah.
like to know about your writing journey. How was it?
Super. I was working, I was writing, so everything was just going crisscross as a chal raha tha. So I was bit like what am I doing exactly? Am I writing a book and which is actually a book who people will read? So I was a bit dicey on that. But yes, at the end of the day, I am super happy that yes, I have completed a book which makes certain sense to the society. So yes, it's a amazing experience.
Yeah. And one thing people often ask me in this workshop, like, how long should be a book? What should be ideal length? And I always say them, it doesn't matter. If you can add value, good. And based on the kind of discussion we had, I believe your book is going to add a lot of value. But still, uh, may I know what's the length of this book?
The book is not too big. It's somewhere around, if the reading content is considered, is 25 pages. So that's the matter. It's a very small book, but with the content.
Yeah. So it's like someone who really wants to help this guy, who wants to understand the pain point. He or she can just read in one go,
Yeah,
right? That's
possible enough.
the beauty of this book. You don't need to invest a lot of hours to read the book. You can just a couple of, hardly 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Not even 1 hour max, not more than that. So, still, a lot of people when they think they join this program or they want to join this program, and they come up with reasons like, okay, I'm working and I won't be able to write this book on time because I have some other commitment. I feel that's just an excuse, but since you've just completed the workshop, I think yesterday or day before, so what's your take on it? Is it an excuse or
A
is
big excuse. I would completely agree on that because it's a big excuse. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आप ही ने बोला जिद होनी चाहिए. You can do anything. That's what that matters. जिद होनी चाहिए complete करने की. Otherwise, आप फिर कभी भी लिखते ही रहोगे. You won't complete it. That's the reason I had joined the challenge, so that within 5 days I should complete a book. And yes, in between I was buffered like, am I going to complete or not? But yes, वो जो जिद थी ना वो complete करने की कर गए. And thanks to you for supporting at each and every stage.
uh,
Otherwise वो नहीं कर पाते हम.
you're most welcome, but I always say this thing. I can only show you the path, but you are the people who really take walk down the road. So yes, you did it. And for people who are wondering, like, 5 दिन में 25 पेज कौन सी बड़ी बात है? I would say the content writing was just 1 day's task, right? You took only 1 day for the content writing, and if you think you can do it, please do it. I'll be more than happy, right? So, but the thing is,
Yes.
please do it. If you think you can do it, please do it, right? Okay, so anything else you want to share, Shamin?
No, but yes, definitely I would like all the people to definitely read my book at least once so that I can get the reviews, I can get the feedbacks, and I would be super happy to see the response.
And
And yeah,
sorry,
no, it's fine. Please say.
and I would say, and everyone should read this book. First, there are two reasons. I can give you three reasons. One is just 25 pages, so you don't need to spend a lot of time, and you can read it in one go, just a couple of minutes or maybe or something, and you can actually understand the street life. The one of the biggest reasons for this book. Second, as a human being, we are called a social animal, right? And these people who are on the streets, even they are part of our community. So it's our responsibility to understand these people And yes, so you should read this book. Third, she's making it free for a week almost, starting from this Sunday. So yes, it's a solid reason you should read this book. And Sharmin, you think something else?
I was saying thank you so much, Anshuman, to motivate at every step. Seriously, because अगर आप नहीं होते तो वो book शायद ही complete हो पाती. Because being into a profession of risk, it's very difficult to give extra hours for certain things, and that was only possible if you were there sitting with us, encouraging us, motivating us. So that's really great of you, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you for the kind words, Sharmin. It was my pleasure. I mean, I'm glad that I could be, of any help to you. And thanks for supporting me in this mission to help everyone write the mission. So thanks for being a part of this family. So,
Thank you
guys,
so much.
uh, this is Shami, and the link to the book, along with the link to the NGOs, they are in the description. And yes, I'm also going to put the link to Fight Health Challenge in the description. So just click the link, read the book, join the NGOs, or get in touch with the NGOs. And if you want to push your book, the link is there in the description. So you can also write your book. See you in the description. Thank you.
Thank you.